Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of City Skylines Rose County. We just picking up right where we left off in the city of Rockville. We have just completed Oh, did we? Yeah. So let's see what we got. We got high schools, new roads. Okay, that's pretty neat. Industry road, that's fun. Canals, which I don't think we'll be using all that much this build. I think we will eventually. Parks, freshwater outlets, basketball courts, botanical garden, dog park, park maintenance building, sports hall and gymnasium, Institute of Creative Arts, park maintenance building, warehouse yard, and yeah, that's it. And the Costco gas station, that's something weird to unlock. So I'm going to be expanding this. Oh, okay, that's not right. You know, you got to make sure this is staying pretty night. Right. Did I say night? Sorry about that. So yeah, so just put a little more zoning and let's just keep expanding the city. This city is doing pretty well off for itself. Traffic is something I'm keeping an eye on in this build because you don't want traffic to fall apart. I got a rail to be overloaded, which is very interesting. But the thing is, our citizens are so bored because they don't have a park. And we don't have a... you have to get that one too. So let's go build a small park. Oh, this small park. There it is. Up there. But our citizens also have to be educated. And that means we gotta go get them at high school. That's an elementary school. That's way too expensive. Something that's a little reasonable for this size. That's way... Well, how much is it gonna say? This is difficult. Trying to weigh out the cost. That's 10,000 more. That's 6,000 more. Doesn't even take that many more students. This one should be cheap. Okay, this is pretty cheap. So we have a high school now, which I wonder if anyone who goes here sees this video. That'd be interesting. Some Canadians. And I love the fact that they're walking. It's wonderful. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to put some commercial up here. Which, to you Americans, you might be wondering, why are you putting commercial across the street from a house? Well, the thing is, Americans, you're wrong. I do live in America, so yeah, we have to deal with that. In many other parts of the world, markets, stores really, are typically across the street or even next to homes. Put this here. I'm putting them up here, not necessarily because of proximity to the local residents. It's proximity to the railroad. I could place trees there to fix and mitigate the problem, which there are already a few there. I forgot to freeze time. It's fine. There we go. I do like the trees here. Like, is this a content creator factory? Yes. Another Infinity West Coast. Why do they keep coming here? Oh, wow. So let's just put some trees along here. Because, like, real railways typically have trees along them or some kind of noise buffer. They wouldn't be this close to the track, but it's just going to work for here. For vanilla players, I haven't checked this in a while. Do y'all have tools where you can just use, like, road tools to make it? And they're having power issues. So, yeah, that's a completely random thought. To solve our power issues, we're just going to increase our budget. Not by much. So we can now increase our electrical output from about... Now we doubled it. There we go. And these people should be receiving their power just like that. Okay, so I'm just placing down a power line. It's in the road. I don't need it to snap though. Let's just turn snapping off. So I can just have power lines that don't cost that much. These aren't here for any functional purposes, just aesthetic. I'm also gonna use the move it mod. This is dirt road. Yeah, that looks about right. So yeah, we have a high school now. We have a little park, and we're seeing the first concrete foundations. I hate this house. And that's not even supposed to be here. That should be high density. Yeah, why is that there? Those homes shouldn't exist in the city, and they go away, cause add local. This should be high density, and this should be level 4. Actually, 1. I'm saving a pipe. Yeah, and that's high density, and that shouldn't be here. And I'm just gonna. This will affect our population, but it's fine. I just gotta find all of them. And what is this? That should have 2 households. So there we go. I don't like these houses. This one I think should also be 2 households. It's a dualplex. So let's just. And y'all need water. So that's the thing about having a lot of assets. You're just not gonna notice them. You have. I don't think I've ever seen them in my city. To be truly honest, these are. Let's get rid of both of those. What? This also shouldn't be here. Okay, that has the correct population. There we go. I'm gonna let that one slide. It shouldn't be here, but I'm gonna let that slide. Okay, all our cards are in order. Oh, that was interesting. Completely changed how this episode was going to be for that little brief moment. This is a pretty compact city, Rockville. You can buy a tile, which I always thought were way more expensive than this, but until recently I realized, wait, they're not that expensive. Oh, I got a cold chill right there. So we just got to keep on waiting, because we're almost at our next milestone, which is Boomtown, which allows us to have transport, which I can't wait. We also get access to highways. I already have highways, but oh, never mind. And I think some disaster stuff. Yeah. Natural disasters are turned off for the time being. Why am I always checking what trains going by? It's Another cargo train. Just zooming past. So we do not get cargo, which is trains, which is like, come on. But it's fine, because we do get a ferry, which I don't see us using. Like, our city isn't super river dependent, and I want to keep this river. Well, if I go up north, but this map is going to be pretty hard to work in outside of this valley. Well, delta? No, it's not a delta, just valley, yeah. Because building on mountains is nearly impossible. I'm about to do some massive terraforming. We're now a boomtown with a town of 1,300 people. We unlocked some new areas. We have transport and all this stuff I was talking about earlier. So, and our residential demand is at all-time highs. So we're gonna have an at-grid crossing across this road and connect into that road. Just have another way into the city. What is this truck doing? It shouldn't be there, but it's fine. So let's build this way a little up until around the rail area. These people are brats. They gotta get over themselves. And we're almost done expanding this part of the city. But the issue is we're almost done expanding that part of the city. So I could move our industry. No, our industry's fine. I gotta figure out something to do. So here is where we're just gonna expand for the time being. We're also gonna need public transport to connect the two parts because all the schools are over there and I don't feel like building new ones. I messed up the grid. And I think I know why. Yes, all the way messed up, and I turned on move it. That's not what I wanted to do. That's a perfect 90. There we go. There we go. All fixed. Also, when you're making a grid, put some diversity into it. You don't want some perfect cookie cutter grid. You want to have multiple different lines going multiple different angles and plazas of sorts. Just to give it a little more character. In real life, these homes would have incredibly high value because of just, you can walk to the beach. And I wish residents could use the beaches. But they can't, so. So yeah, almost done completely planning out this space. In real life, you wouldn't plan out this far, but because this is dirt roads, I think I could get away with that. And we're almost, our water availability is really low. So let's build another water tower. Can't put it here because of that dark stuff. That means pollution. So it's gonna put another one there. And there we go. So we got more water capacity now. So yeah, let's go build out the second part. Just remember, always just put it out in a layout like that. Let's bring that down. And there we go, we got our pipe set up. This crossing looks just beautiful. Has the European style, but it's fine. Just make a left. You're already on this other side. I will upgrade these dirt roads eventually when I get around to it. So let's start building. Let's just zone all this up. Put some commercial right there. Commercial on both sides, just to put a barrier between these residents and the pollution. They have access to pedestrian paths. Okay, so I can just put a pedestrian path from here to here. Let's use gravel paths so they can have their own walking bridge. I don't need any. There we go. So now we got 2 bridges over, which you could walk across this one, but you could just take this path. And now for the thing I promised to do. So we can have a biofuel depot or just a regular one. Because I'm not sure we're going to use biofuel buses. We're just going to get a regular depot. I also have trams, which a city of this size couldn't afford trams. Let's just say that. Oh, I could have used this. Well, that's more expensive, so it's fine. So I think our first line is going to go from right here, go up around the other side. It's a random stop location. You know, you got to have those. They'll up into here. Let's make a U-turn. So stop right there. Another stop there. Another stop there. Another stop there. One right there. I do not like the fact that I have to leave our city limits to do that. I'll fix that later. Another stop there, and we're done. So we did. Really? Okay, there we go. So it's renamed it, and Rockville via Chapman. What is the name of this road? I think is it? Wow, that. So I have a mod that does that for me, and it's first time using this mod. I'm gonna go look through all the buses I have. So I have I think Yumble's buses. Yumble, another YouTuber. And yeah. I'm also gonna lower the amount of vehicles because we do not need anywhere near that amount. And how much is this costing us? It's costing us a pretty penny. So at night, half the service during the day. Let's just lower it. So the first purple buses. Those buses must cost a fortune to run because they're on dirt roads. Or returning to depot. Shouldn't you be returning to depot? Because the line has... Yeah, that's returning. And that one's returning. Yeah, so the blue ones are just returning because they don't have that color anymore. So let's expand our industry area, but not too far. I don't like it just being close to the river, because in real life, that would cause some environmentalists from like 20 cities over to come over and be like, hey, cut that out and then just start being activists, I guess. I love the environment, don't get me wrong, but so much in fact that I literally will that I plan on moving to a walkable city and not own a car. If I'm gonna own a car, it's gonna be electric. So yeah, I love the environment, but I don't know, can't be one of those protesters. I was talking about it again? Yes. Let's make this a little more realistic. Let's bring over some more power lines. So let's turn off snapping. Stay as close to the road as possible. And they're just gonna leave from there. It's a drugstore. And I'm gonna go check if I have a Starbucks. I have a Macy's. Oh, that's nice. How much is that? It's free. It's free. Let's just put the Starbucks in this new development right here. And isn't that just nice? And let's give them a drive-through too. Would this road work better? Yeah, that would. And that's our Starbucks. I hate the rain in this game. Gone. The rain in this game just looks horrible. I don't know why it looks so horrendous, but something needs to be done about it. So as they continue to dump our dirty water in the ocean, which looks like it's not that bad. It just it's not enough to cause any major damage. Most people are opting to use the bridge. It's just nice. Let's go check our education. Oh my. Did I tinker? You know what? There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. That was interesting. Our citizens weren't learning because I was being cheap. That sounds like America right now. Being cheap. And we have an automatic bulldozer, so there is an abandoned building somewhere, but it's gone, so it's fine. This school looks it's 2 stories for an elementary school. That's a little excessive. And the high school is here, which is 3 stories, and that makes little sense. Well, some sense. Oh yeah, because I didn't catch this one. So it did that. It's fine. Yeah, so there's some high density over there. So, yeah, let's keep going. Oh, did I place a fire? Okay, there we go. So this city is developing pretty nicely. I'm gonna just do a quick flyover. So the town of Rockville. It's been pretty successful, but yeah, let's go buy some land. Oh, I forgot. We only have access to 3 plots of land. So now we have a little choke point where we kind of have to curve around here. And the first house is on fire. And they're already here. So that was... Well, that was interesting. This city has a lot of money and a lot of residential demand. And I think I'm gonna switch over to using... No, I'm gonna keep it the dirt roads. I know they look tacky. I know they look bad. I know that they're not optimal, but... This grid is just lopsided. Jeez. Oh, I forgot. I gotta make that to grade, which is fine. I don't know why I forgot to turn that off. Oh, I didn't even do anything wrong. It's just how the city built. Just built weird. How am I so out of breath? So yeah, we're just gonna keep building the city as we normally would. We're just quickly expanding though. So let's just zone all these places too. And let's get them some water before they start complaining. Yep, so the game just auto-saved, so it was a little laggy there. It's connected to that system. And there's something else I'm feeling like I'm forgetting. Adding a bus stop. So yeah, let's go get the bus stop tool. And just add a stop there. So yeah, we're already done with that thus far. And we're getting access to our first rail lines. I'm not sure if we should kind of keep Rockville. Let's also expand this area officially into Rockville. Because Rockville is going to come to the center of the city when I come back here and tear it down. Which isn't extremely likely, but I'm just going to say urban redevelopment. So I'm going to extend Rockville up to the rail line here. Just to keep some distance. And that's split there, so just... Alright. So yeah, this is the town of Rockville. Which... A train station could be placed here when we unlock trains. So far, 50 people are using it. The it just left me for a second. What's that thing called again? The buses. Yeah. So when's our next milestone? Which is pretty soon. Busy town. This is boring. So we get all the nice roads, and that's really... Oh, yes, the bigger stations, hospital, some more disaster stuff, warehouses, some new policies, and that's kind of it. So our next... The one after that is Big Town, which... It's Metro, which I don't think a city of that size would use Metro, but regular rail would have just worked just fine. But we do get high density, and that's where things start going up exponentially. So yeah, then Busy Town. Yeah, that's weird. Because I get a bunch of Metro variants of stuff. Small Town, same thing. Oh, never mind. We finally get trained in Small Town, which is not that far away. I love this roundabout. It's beautiful. It has, I think it has, yeah, intersection markings. And this bridge is, it's curved, which I like the attention to detail there. So props to the map developer for this map in particular. Yeah, they did a pretty good job. So I'm going to put some commercial along this main road, so it's easy to access. I don't want these buildings here. Let's put some stuff at the old part of the city, so some high schoolers can go next door and totally go pay for their stuff from the store. And that can't go there. Wow, this episode has been going on for 30 minutes. That's a long time. So I'm just going to bring this episode right to an end. Thank you all for watching. This has not been really an eventful episode. And we also have a crisis to fix. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one.